Hello, Beauty Lights. So it is Tuesday night, and I just finished a session with a really amazing person, and some really good messages came through, so I wanted to just go ahead and make a video and share them with everyone. I think it's things that we can all relate to. So I always tell my clients, what good does it do if I can, if me or anybody can tell you what's coming in the future if you don't know how to get there? So it's like, okay, great, there's this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And let's say that's this great relationship that you want, or it's this great job that you want, or, a family, or etc. Travel, could be anything. What good does that do if we know there's something out there, we know there's a pot of gold, but we have no idea how to get there, right? So what's most important in our lives is not focusing necessarily on what's out there, but focusing on what we're doing every single day to sort of anchor in and ground in and become more of what we desire. And how do we do that? By giving those things to ourselves. So I kind of remind myself, and this was a really good session because I was able to sort of see, and a lot of my clients tend to be mirrors for me. And that's why I say that, if I came to a space where I couldn't sit in front of them and tell them and be completely, taking my advice, and also being mindful that I'm human just like everybody else. So we're perfect in our imperfections and the emotions that we have and the different experiences along the journey. Remember, we can't claim one is good and one is bad, because that puts us out of balance. Peace is found in the indifference. So all those things have served to make me a better person. So it's not about being perfect all the time, but it's about being love and actualizing what I'm saying. So like I said, for me, in order to be able to sit there and say what I'm saying, or be the person that I'm being, that I have to really take this in and apply this into my own life. And I can 100% tell you that I was the person who felt, really codependent when I started, and who had a lot of defense mechanisms. And those were kind of some of the things that came through. And like I said tonight, if we have a really great message, it's kind of like what's going on in Ferguson. The message might be really awesome, but it's the delivery that counts. So if you're blowing things out, right? I'm blowing things up, I'm knocking things, I'm tearing things down, the message is probably going to get lost somewhere along the way and in the delivery. And what I found with people is, and with, partners particularly, and one person in my life, thankfully, is that if you deliver the message from a space that's authentic and sincere, and vulnerable, and you say, look, this is how I'm feeling, these are my emotions, etc., that message will be received, and it will be heard, and you will be seen, and it will be responded to in a way that's kind and loving. But in order to have that happen in your life, it's really about the delivery of that message. And in order to see all these great things in your life that you want, right, which is this great relationship that's mutual, and somebody who loves and respects you, and to be seen, or have this great career, etc., you really have to till that space inside of yourself. And this is what the earth experience is designed for, right? So it's not about being right or wrong or sucking all the above. It's about being grateful and thankful for the experience, and letting yourself have the emotions, the anger, the sorrow, the sadness, and then listening to those emotions and saying, okay, what are you telling me? And how can I change, my actions and behaviors, etc., to give more of that to myself in my life, so that I feel full and I have this full cup. And then from that space of resonance and joy, right, then I attract that into my life. And I'm not saying that, you're only going to be with somebody or have this when you're perfect. Like I said, we're perfect in our imperfections. But what we do need to do, right, is be that soft space, have that aspect of vulnerability and open-heartedness that allows us to drop those layers and let go of the masks, or whatever it is that's holding us back from being our beautiful selves. The underlying emotion to anger is sadness. And the number one desire and common denominator between everybody on the planet is our innate desire to give and receive love. So to love and to be loved is what everybody is seeking. So beneath all the facade, beneath all the defense mechanisms, beneath all the triggers and the spaces that we want to reach out and attack, there's this soft, gentle, loving person that you can really experience and develop in your life. And I think when you do that, that's where the magic is. that's when the magic happens, is in that space of vulnerability. And like I said to my client tonight, and it stands true for all, the partner that I want to see you with, the life that I want to see you have, the career, all of the above, is going to meet you in that space of open-hearted, kind, authentic vulnerability. And they're going to react, receive, and respond, period, with love, as love. And if they're not that person, they're not the right person, or they're not the right thing or opportunity, etc. for you. Let's speak directly in terms of love right now, romantic love. If they don't receive you there, they're not the right person for you. And just think, the experience, receive that picture of whatever the relationship is trying to tell you, because remember, we're all mirrors for each other, and then move on. Because the person that, you are going to be with, they're going to receive you there. And to be perfectly honest with you, what I've learned is when I deliver the message as, and it was all defenses and it was all fear, right? Because I'm like, well, if I say what I really feel and if I'm loving and kind to you, then you're not going to listen to me. Or you're going to think that, I'm lame because you don't want that kind. And so it's all lies. It's all defense. It's all BS that holds us back from being this really warm, soft, beautiful person that we are. And, strength is softness. Let's be honest. The strongest people, are the ones that can be really vulnerable and go there with people through some of the hardest, times in their life, whether it's, diseases or sorrow or loss or sadness, etc. So what I see for you guys are these beautiful, authentic relationships showing up in turn because of the work that you've done internally and letting your beautiful lights shine out. So don't let the message get lost in the madness. Really strip it back, breathe, open your heart, and receive and give in fluid motion, and know that everything is perfect in its imperfection. Much love.